Hi there! Today I'm going to be doing a book review on The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. The Night Circus is about a circus that seems to pop up with no announcement, as if by magic. The plot revolves around two magicians who are pitted against each other in this competition, but the circus is their arena. But of course, problems arise when they fall in love. For any of you starting to read it, this is a really beautiful book, but it's very slow paced, so it might be hard to get into. But for me especially, there were definitely some scenes at the beginning that kept me wanting to read so I can figure out what's going on, and also just the beautiful description of the circus. I was just completely captivated by the imagery in this book of the circus, and I just wanted to absorb as much information about this place as I could. One of the things I thought was really cool is that Erin Morgenstern wrote this as part of NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month. And I think she actually wrote it over 2 years in NaNoWriMo. And, I think this is really cool, and I think it's also great that other NaNoWriMo participants can see that you can produce a great book by participating in this, and you can get published, which is really cool. I really didn't see much character development. All the characters kind of felt very flat to me, and I wasn't attached to them, which was a little disappointing. I was actually more interested in some of the secondary characters than the two main characters, Celia and Marco. The book is set up so that you're reading from multiple perspectives. That really wasn't a problem, but the one problem that I did have was that when you were reading from others' perspectives, you would read at different times, so it wasn't chronological. You were jumping back and forth from spans of like 20 years, and because I was listening to it on an audiobook, I'd kind of get confused every once in a while. There was one point in time more towards the end of the novel where I wanted to just sit down and go through all the chapters and look at the dates at the top so I could put everything in chronological order just so I could know and understand what was going on. Overall, I thought this was a great read. I'm really excited to see what Erin Morgenstern has for us in the future. I think she's going to be an author to look out for. I really want to go to the circus now, but unfortunately there's not really a circus like The Night Circus. Despite this being an amazing book, I did have a few problems with it, and these are going to be kind of spoilery, so if you haven't read the novel yet and you don't want anything to be spoiled, you should probably stop watching now. I was a little disappointed because I felt like there's this big climax that really ended up not being anything. I'm not sure if this is because I'm just so unattached to the characters or if it's because I watch too much BBC, but I kind of expected one of them to die at the ending, and I wasn't looking for a happy ending. I felt like the book would have had more of an impact with me if one or both of them had died. I think it would have been a great ending had both of them died. I promise I'm not an awful person, I think I'm just not used to my characters living. Another thing is that I found the competition to be kind of boring. They made it so mysterious that I thought that something important and big and some kind of big huge challenge was going to happen. It was really just about the teaching philosophies of Prospero and Alexander. Which was better, natural talent or teaching? Nature or nurture? Nothing really happened during the challenge. It was just figure out who can stay alive the longest and not want to kill themselves. Going back to the circus, I really liked Erin Morgenstern's different ideas that she had for all the different tents in the circus. I think my favorite tent was the ice garden, and my least favorite tent would either be the labyrinth, or is it called the Hall of Mirrors? I think it's the Hall of Mirrors. I don't like those. I do not like the idea and the feeling of being lost, and I definitely think that would happen if I was in one of those two tents. Also really thought that the wishing tree just sounded beautiful. If you read this book before and you have any thoughts about it, leave them in the comments. Also, tell me your favorite tent, because I think it's great to hear about the different tents, or if you have an idea for your own tent, let me know. Alrighty, I'll see you soon. Bye!